The story of five hawks traveled approximately 700 kilometers round trip inside the empty quarters of Saudi Arabia, also known as Rubul Khali, with the aim of reaching up to Big Bertha, the tallest known sand dune in empty quarters.
I am at the top dune of Big Bertha.
The next challenge is crossing sand dunes, and every dune is not suitable to cross. In this new landscape, there are two kinds of challenges. One is at times bumpy salt flats, and other one is the skyrocket sand dunes. These sand dunes were spread like veins in the body across this landscape and apart from each other with the wide salt flats. The average height of sand dunes are 70 to 120 meters from the salt flats, also known as sabkhas. The selection of sand dune for crossing may or may not work well because the dips, its sand softness, and then level of elevation along with its distance makes the decision stumbling, and it's a repeated process. Each sand dune itself is a collection of many sand dunes, which makes it huge, challenging, and daring. After climbing and overnight stay at the sand dune, it's time to cross the fall of 70 meters, which were the most daring fall of the whole adventure of Big Bertha. And to capture the crossing, there is a saying, cameraman never dies. I had taken instant decision to run from the top of the dune till the bottom to capture the event. Yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, I'm going diagonal. Go, don't wait for me. It's time to overland on various sand dunes and salt flats to reach up to Big Bertha. Very easy. We have two more of these, and then we are at Big Bertha. The elevation of sand dune of Big Bertha made it special among others. From the top of it, one could experience the whole landscape of thousands of dunes without any hindrance. 16 kilometers straight line to Big Bertha, so we are almost there. About 14 minutes. On the way to Big Bertha, there were numerous giant sand dunes we had experienced. There were pyramid at the top, S-curve and double S-curve shapes. The formation of sand accumulation based upon the wind patterns and untouched beauty of landscape, which are still in raw form from thousands, even millions of years.
Walk on the ridge. I'm walking on the ridge, man, of the Big Bertha, the highest elevated sand dune. Anybody can come, I'll anchor myself to their car.
At last we have arrived at Big Bertha.
Ridge to ridge, we are advancing. Man, look at the view. Whoa.
Right after reaching at the foothills of Big Bertha, Mr. Ahmad, being lead of this expedition, went to find out suitable path for the rest of the caravan, as per he mapped out earlier.
Now we are approaching towards the top of it. The boys on the hot wheels.
After giving the green signal, rest of the caravan ready to move on. to experience the Big Bertha. It was a smooth and easy drive relatively to those which we had experienced previously, but power and constant momentum were required for the sailing. The cars had parked at 140 meters from the base of the dune.
This is a real challenge. It is leaving the place.
And after arrival of few minutes, Mr. Abdullah had given me a pleasant surprise of Big Bertha hiking.
The views are out of this world. Abdullah, how are you, man?
Which I had accepted without thinking twice, because such kind of experience very few could handle in real life.
I don't know, this is the top point of Big Bertha or not. That will come to know after reaching that point. It's almost on the top. Oh man, there are more to come. This is a real challenge. I'm using tripod as a hiking stick. This is the final one. There are the mountains of sand dunes. It's so classy. The highest point of Big Bertha.
It's believed to be largest, giant and dense sand dune of empty quarters, towering with an impressive height of around 201 meters from the base of the dune and 270 meters from the sea level, located inside the Saudi Arabia.
Once you reach at the top point, then you will have a view of landscape.
A sand dune is more or less a giant lump of sand, like a mountain, but sand. They are formed from large masses of sand blown by the wind and most common in deserts.
Travel comes with destiny. It doesn't come with wishes.
Some sand dunes are on move with the passage of time, and most of them are static in position and accumulating the sand on them as the days pass. They can make for a quite miraculous sight and real adventure playground like off-roading and hiking on them. It's challenging but fascinating to experience by yourself. Nobody could share the feeling of it. As the sun starts to set, the desert seems to pause. The empty quarters, a place where the land pushes you to your limits. And the sand tells the stories of old journeys.
خلاص القلماء is 5 kilometers away. I think this is the only obstacle we have. But while you have to come back straight, huh? And very steep لو تلف ممكن خطر.
5 strong and powerful cars move through this huge desert. Sometimes they move fast, racing up the dunes. Other times they slow down, getting deep into the desert, fighting the strong pull the desert is alive. The way was hard with steep drops and huge dunes. We made it. We reached our safe spot where the desert calms down and the night begins.